For those of you who are watching this as a recording, welcome. We are going to be talking about balancing hormones with a focus on teenagers, but recognize everything we're talking about is needed in any and every stage of your hormone journey. Now, give me just a second here, and I am going to be adding all of the links in my comment section. So anything that I've talked about during this live, you can link in the comment section. So we're officially live and those will be linked for you. So if you have questions about what I've talked about, go check out the comments underneath this video broadcast and everything will be there for you. 4 tools that are needed especially for setting up your teenagers to be successful when it comes to having the best hormone health while they're teenagers and setting them up for their journey of hormone health throughout the rest of their life. Magnesium, vibration plate. Okay, magnesium, vibration plate, omegas, adding that omega profile, and managing stress. And this next 30 minutes, we are going to be covering those in a way that will dive just a little bit deeper so that you can see if the way you're doing it, you're setting yourself up for the best hormone balance. Remember, I'm not a doctor. I am not diagnosing or prescribing. I am simply sharing with you the things that I've learned as someone who's not on top of the mountain saying, oh, I've conquered all, but on the journey toward better health for myself. And at this point, I'm maintaining health. Let's talk about vibration plate. I just got back. I was gone for 2 weeks and my vibration plate is here in Logan and I was at my home in Morro Bay. I missed it so much. Let's talk about how a vibration plate can actually help you balance hormones. Now, I've had numerous vibration plates throughout the years, over 20 years I've been focused on this and they didn't last well and the vibration pattern was not optimized. So it's not only the vibration plate that you're using, but it's the pattern of vibration. And T-Zone Vibration was so incredibly gracious and gave me a 25% coupon to share with you for the HE90, which is my favorite vibration plate that they have. And using MAG 25, when you follow that link that's in the comment section, will get you 25% off of that vibration plate. I love this company. They've been around since the beginning of vibration plates. They were in the very cutting edge forefront. It's a family business. I love supporting other family businesses. And I love the fact that they still have a lot of the people that started with them in the beginning, which shows me they take care of the people who are helping them grow their business. That vibration plate does numerous things to help balance hormones. One of those being reduces stress. It puts you in fight. When you're in fight or flight, your hormones are not balanced because when you're in fight or flight and stressed out, is what's happening is your body is taking the building blocks of what needs to go for hormone balance and it's using it to produce cortisol. It's using it to produce the cortisol because you're stressed and you're in fight or flight. One of the numerous ways that vibration plate will help you, and T-Zone Vibration, a huge thank you to you for the 25% off coupon for the HE90. When I get on that HE90, it puts me in rest and renew, no matter what's going on around me, no matter how stressful it is. The vibration plate automatically puts you there. There are a couple other tools that do that also. The vibration plate does it quickly and easily, and I call it my brainless health workout. So I can, I don't know, do you ever have days that you just don't have anything left in your brain and you just need to zone? And a lot of times I'll pick up my phone and scroll social media. A much better option to give my body that zone out and decompression that I'm looking for is to simply step on the plate. Now, you can get fancy, and the HE90 has resistant bands that you can use. It has a stand that comes with it so you can do a workout. If you put your iPad there, you can do a workout using their app. They have a fantastic app that is comes along with it when you purchase that HE90 vibration plate, and that code is MAG25 to purchase that. And when you step on it, it's immediately bringing you out of that fight or flight so that your body can take those building blocks and use it for hormones. It also, studies have shown how beneficial it is to your liver, because any hormone issue we can trace back to liver function. The more things we're doing to increase liver function, the better our hormones are going to be in the long run. We talked a little bit about the vibration plate and the ability to decrease stress. Let's talk about that role specifically with teenagers. And if you're not a teenager right now, if you're not in that space, I want you to go back to your teenage years and ask yourself these questions, because it will give you insight into your stress patterns. Many times, and I did this as a mom, I looked at my kids and I would be like, "Oh, you're doing great. Stress levels are good. Straight A student, coming home when you're supposed to come home, you're in great shape." Actually, that straight A student of mine put incredible stress on herself to show up for so many different things and to be the best of the best. She still has that pattern. She still plays that pattern. She doesn't look stressed out. I know her pretty well. As her mom, I look at her and it doesn't look stressful, but inside there's turmoil. And because of that, as a teenager, I didn't address that with her. I didn't give her the stress management tools that could have really helped her, because I projected on her, "Hey, she's doing great." How were you doing as a teenager? Or maybe you have a teenager in your life right now. A really important tool is asking them, having them identify where their stress levels are at, and then meeting them with tools to help bring that down. If we are not managing stress level, soaking in magnesium helps bring stress levels down. Standing on that vibration plate from T-Zone Vibration, the HB90 is my favorite. Use code MAG25 for 25% off of that. Those are all tools to help manage cortisol. Another quick thing that you can do to bring down cortisol levels and mop it up in your body is a bowl of yogurt with some local honey. But let's talk about that a little bit. If you've got stress through the roof, matching it and saying, "Oh, I'm eating a bowl of yogurt with honey," Is that going to match the level of stress? We need to match the tools with the proper expectations. So, yes, that honey, that yogurt, they're great at helping to mop up, but they're not going to completely take you out of fight or flight. That vibration plate will. Magnesium, soaking in magnesium, will help give you the spark plug to start all of the processes for better hormone health. You can go check out livingthegoodlifenaturally.com for more information on the 30-day magnesium challenge, how magnesium works, and what it does to increase hormone balance. Let's talk omegas. And remember, all of these things that I'm talking about, Shelly is actually online right now, helping me link everything so that all of the links will be in the comment section that you can go to and see specifically which one I like. Omegas. Omegas are important. Let's go over just a few basics of what I see helping women the most across the board. And if you're focusing on teenage hormone balance, setting them up with a stronger omega profile will actually determine how perimenopause and menopause goes for them. The more we can do preventative at a young age, the better the end of that hormone process will be. Omegas are a must. If your omega-3 fatty acid profile is not strong, you can have all the hormones you need, but they don't have a bridge to walk across to connect with each other. The stronger your omega-3 fatty acid profile is, the more easily your hormones can connect with different people. And look what Shelly just did. She just popped up that link so you can see the one way that I add omegas. When you get to that link, let's talk, because you can take a liquid omega, you can take a pill omega, and in my opinion, those women who adjust their expectations to the omega that they're taking are the most successful. I'm going to move my mic and grab some water so you don't have to hear me gulp and drink water. Oh, and I see we've had some people hop on. Welcome. I forgot to look up at that number up there to see how many people we have on. I'd love to know where you're coming in from and if you're satisfied with where your hormones are at. That omega-3 helps to build that bridge, and that's where we're deficient. When we eat fast food, when we eat out, we get too many 6s and 9s. It's not that 6s and 9s are horrible. We need them, but we need them in their proper balance. And most of us do not get enough omega-3s. I love adding omega-3s in my cod liver oil that give me a whole food form of vitamin D and give me a whole food form of vitamin A, both of which are fat soluble nutrients and are easily utilized by your body because it's in that whole food form. Now, if you're taking it with pills, decrease your expectations of what will happen with your omegas. If you're taking it liquid form, you will get more benefit. But if it's so hard for you to get that liquid down and you're not taking it because of the taste, then pills are the option to go. And this is where we can beat ourselves up. So you're listening to this live and you heard that liquid is the best, but you can't get it down. It's so nasty. You dread it and you end up forgetting it because it's such a horrible experience to get that down because the liquids do have a fishy taste. Then you opt like, okay, I'm doing the pills. But every time you take those pills, you beat yourself up a little bit. Oh, I really should be taking the liquid. That's a better option. Do you see how we can beat ourselves up for making a choice that is better than nothing instead of celebrating the fact that we're taking those pills? Make it work for you. Healthy women make strong decisions. And if you have decided that those pills are the best option for you, then celebrate every time you take them. Morning is the best time to take omegas and with some other fat. It's a fat soluble nutrient. And if you're eating some other fats, I do avocados in the morning. And when I take mine, I usually have some avocado that's going along with it. And that means that I'm eating some fat to help my body absorb that. In the morning, omegas feed your brain, and that's when your brain's utilizing your omegas. And I do see a difference in women taking them at night versus taking them in the morning. There's more benefit. But there's another but if you are not taking them at all, there's no benefit. If you come home and you've been out all day, maybe at work, maybe just errands, whatever, and you realize, oh, I didn't take my omegas, I would take them at night, even though it's not the optimal time to take them. Remember, imperfect action creates health. I think we can get really caught up in having to do it absolutely right with all of the information across social media. Right now, during this live, if you want to get optimal benefits from this live, because we'll spend 30 minutes with each other today. If you don't take any action, that 30 minutes won't do anything to walk you toward health. Nothing will happen. You taking an action option, anything on this, maybe it's ordering the vibration plate, maybe it's taking a deep breath and determining you're going to focus on managing stress levels. Whatever that action step is, take it before your head hits the pillow tonight. And then that action can walk you toward better health. You and I hanging out together we're connecting at a different level. It's not walking you on the pathway faster toward health. We can get caught up in researching, learning. And it actually could be, not for everyone, but it can be a trauma response that you're keeping yourself stuck in your head, learning, and not taking any action. So I always recommend, if you're on anyone's live, if you're participating in a class, make that decision to take micro action. Oh, Kimberly, we just left California. We just left. It was, we drove back and we had the top down on my car the whole way, and my eyelids got burned. I guess I just had sun beating on my eyelids, but today my eyelids are a little sore. The weather was so beautiful. Okay, Stephanie, if you're a person who works third shift, would assume that taking omegas later evening would be more beneficial during the day. And on that, Stephanie, I don't have a big enough pattern to say, oh, I saw women who were working the night shift and this is what worked best for them. I would play with that. And personally, common sense is kicking in and I'm like, I think that's right. I don't have feedback from patterns on that, but I would try that and see how it goes for you. Because again, imperfect action creates optimal health. It's the action steps that we have to take to create that health. There are other forms of omegas. Cold water fish, cold water fatty fish. Think cod, salmon, I like to do mine as sustainable as possible. I'm not going to go into that level of cold water fish today. I just like to get my hands on the very best that I can. Not perfect, but the very best that I can, making sure that I am taking those in several times throughout the week. Now, let's talk chia seeds. Chia seeds, on it, it says rich source of omega fatty acids. Those chia seeds, I take chia seeds daily. It's one of my power foods. Oh, Stephanie, you're so welcome. I love it when people hop on during the lives and ask questions. That's my favorite part, instead of me just looking at this camera trying to pretend like who's out there. So it helps me know there's somebody there and there's some value that they're taking away. So you made my day. Thank you. And a huge shout out to Shelly, who asked this question about teenagers and hormone balance. Remember, though, and everything we're talking about hormone balance with teenagers applies no matter where you're at. But do remember that setting up our teenagers with a strong omega-3 fatty acid, teaching them, showing them tools to help them manage stress, sets them up for how perimenopause and menopause will be for them. And of course, for the men too. My focus is women. When we talk about the stress levels, I want to ask yourself, did you play a role in your family? Did you have, and maybe you had a title in your family growing up? I'm the messy one. I'm the artistic one. Whatever that role is, I'm the one that everybody turns to get things done. I'm the one that everybody blames when something went wrong. I want you to connect with your family of origin that you grew up with and ask yourself, what role did I play? That role that's played in that growing up years can still be decreasing your hormone balance now. I talked a little bit about one of my daughters, and I didn't realize her stress was through the roof because she was very accomplished. She followed through on things, great student, finished her master's degree at the age of 22. Her stress levels were through the roof because she demanded so much of herself, but she became known in our family as the go-to girl. Like, need something done? That one will get it done for you. And it piled on her, piled on her. And she was, in a way, assigned that role by family dynamics. And she also held on to that role. This is my identity. It becomes a part of your egoic label. And that can still be playing a role in your stress levels right now. So ask yourself, what role did I have in my family? I had a very specific role. And understanding that role and how it plays a part of my stress balance right now has helped me reduce my stress levels and stay more in rest and renew. Okay, so Kimberly, the comments show up later than where I'm at in the conversation. And so I'm not quite sure what this was, but if help me tune in and leave a comment. Oh, the hysterectomy is sleep is the biggest struggle, demand a lot of myself. That process of losing a part of your body in our culture, I don't think is addressed enough. The emotional, mental, physical ramifications of that. And I think there needs to be a real nurturing phase after that happens. And this is where I'll revert back to our topic of setting up our teenagers to have better hormone balance. Your omega-3 fatty acid profile, your stress management will all play a role. Your magnesium levels will all play a role in how your body manages what you just experienced. And remember, on the sleep component, especially now that you've lost that part of your body, your melatonin is created in the morning by how much sunshine you get. And then how much access you have to it at night, magnesium plays a role there. You might want to think about if it's a good fit for you. I don't know people's experience. I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing. I personally would do a magnesium 30-day challenge because we know that surgery decreases magnesium levels. The anesthesia takes the magnesium out of your body, and you need that magnesium for the healing that needs to happen after that surgery. Looking at the things that we've talked about today and asking, do I have good stress management tools? I cannot tell you on my trip how much I missed my vibration plate. And I took some small tools with me. They weren't the same as the vibration plate. I cannot tell you how much that vibration plate plays a role in me maintaining my health instead of constantly focused on trying to fix my health. That vibration plate, the second you put your feet on it, because of how the vibration works, because of the patterns of the vibration, they are optimized to putting you in rest and renew. And that helps maintain hormone balance. So all the best to you, Kimberly. And a huge thank you. Shelley was the one who asked this question. And the questions that I do on the lives, I do this live every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you're not Mountain Time, you'll need to adjust that to your time frame. And I take the questions from I do a monthly masterclass only to my email newsletter. That's the only way you get that link. And the master class is on Zoom. So I can see people and we have more Q&A time that can go in, and it's a little bit longer. If you're interested in that, please check out the comment section because I have a link. Shelley helped me put a link to the newsletter so that you can sign up to get those master classes. They happen the first Monday in, oh, there she is right there. Thank you, Shelley. They happen the first Monday of every month. So July is coming up. That will be our next master class. And when you get that, you get the recording to the last master class. So if you aren't able to be there live, we send out those recordings when the next one comes up. And I'd love to have you join me there. We've talked about omegas, taking them in the morning, balancing your expectations for if you're taking pills or liquid. I take the droppy cod liver, which Shelley has linked in the comments section, because it doesn't have natural flavors. I take the liquid when I'm at home, and I do pills when I'm on the road. That works for me. I don't like taking natural flavors because it kicks in my craving in my brain, because your body can never satisfy the craving for natural flavors. And you tend to crave junk food instead of whole food because of the natural flavoring. That works for me. On the cod liver oils, there are cod liver oils out there that are easier to get down, but they don't have as strong of an omega fatty acid profile as droppy. And you'll want to make the best decision for you when it comes to natural flavors. Do you want those additives in? Are you wanting, does Does it affect you? I know that natural flavoring affects me, and I'm not 100% off of natural flavorings. I do everything I can, though, to not put them in my mouth. So, for example, if I'm shopping and there's natural flavorings, I would not buy that. I would go for something that did not have natural flavorings. But that was my decision for my health that I made strongly. I don't agonize if I'm out and about and I get them, but I don't knowingly bring them into my home and take them. Kimberly, so many. I have a brain that goes lots of different ways, and sometimes my follow through is not what it needs to be. And official diagnosis is ADHD. If I do natural flavoring, that lack of focus is increased because of the natural flavorings. It is, some brains aren't as affected by it. Mine is very much affected by that. And so that's why I love Droppy cod liver. It's not synthetic vitamin D, it's whole food vitamin D. It's whole food vitamin A with a beautiful omega complex. One of my favorites in their family of what they have is the spearmint. When I'm taking the liquid one, the minty essential oil helps me to get that down more easily. It does have a slight fishy taste though, and so please be aware of that. Let's see what this next one. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. Somebody. Oh, Vanessa, that was, I love that when there's conversations going back and forth in the comment section. We're coming to the end of our time. Oh, we're actually over our time. I would love to know, what are you walking away with from this live? What's your action item? Share with me your action item. Maybe it's joining the email newsletter. Maybe it's checking out the cod liver oil that you have in your cupboard and seeing, is this the best one for me? Maybe it's looking at how natural flavorings works for you. Maybe it's using the coupon code MAG25 at T-Zone Vibration and ordering that HB90 vibration plate. I cannot believe the difference not having it for 2 weeks. I feel like I'm chasing health coming back from my trip instead of maintaining health. And so I will be optimizing my time. Okay. Oh, how do you soak when traveling? Olivia, sometimes I just skip it. Other times I will ship the magnesium to where I'm going. Other times, I will take a spray bottle with me, knowing that that spray bottle of magnesium has 4 magnesium foot soaks in it. This last time for me traveling, we went back to our home in Morro Bay for 2 weeks, and I knew I had magnesium there. I've been known to take it with me to the hotel and utilize it in a hotel if I'm staying there for a while. I've shipped it to hotels and said, please hold this, I'm coming, and coordinated with them. So it really depends on your trip, your goals, where you're at, because I've done everything from sending it, shipping it to where I'm going, to skipping it completely. It just, make it work for you. Make your decision strongly and make it work for you. Barbara, I saw that my action and I was like, yes. My action is starting the magnesium challenge, also checking out the cod liver. I take a different brand now. Cod liver oil can be so high in heavy metals, and or any omega can, when it's high in heavy metals, the heavy metals actually break down your omega-3 fatty acid profile. And so you want to make sure that that cod liver oil is being tested per batch. Droppy currently does a beautiful job of not saying, oh, we don't have heavy metals. And that was from a test that happened 3 years ago, but they're testing every batch that comes in. I love the company. They're a great company and they're my favorite cod liver. It was delightful being with you today. I'd love for you to join my masterclass that is happening the first Monday in July. That only goes out to my email newsletter. Shelly's done just a beautiful job leaving comments and links in the description. So you can, let's say you're not on my email newsletter, you can go click on that link and join. And those links for the masterclass only go out into that email newsletter. Please post this on your Facebook to review again. The live, it will stay. I don't have control over Facebook taking it down, but I never take a live down unless, like, I think last week I got on to test. And so I was like, testing, does this work? And then I took that down, but I don't take the lives down on Facebook. They do become very hard to search and very hard to find per how Facebook handles that. They're also posted on YouTube and they're much easier to find and access on my YouTube channel. You do have to go from the posted to the live video, so you have to toggle a switchover, but they're always there. Okay, so I love it. People are choosing. Yes, it is on there, Olivia. You can go, Shelly's left those comments and we will make sure that they're posted. I'll go after the live, Shelly and I, and we'll make sure that those focused and are clickable on that link, on those links that Shelly's added. I love this. I saw another action item because healthy women take action. Like we should put that like on a little post-it note. Healthy women take action. And Amy's action is to use her vibration plate more and checking out cod liver oil. I love it. It was great being with you today. I enjoyed talking about hormone balance. Setting our teenagers up for better hormone balance actually determines how perimenopause and menopause will be for them. So the more preventative we can be with our young girls, the better they will do on their hormone journey. It was delightful being with you, and I'd love to see some of you in July's masterclass that is coming up. The first Monday of July is my masterclass. That link only goes out to my email newsletter. This live happens weekly on social media, Facebook and YouTube, Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Mountain. And then Mondays, I do a live, same topic, but different, it's never the same. I can't do the same exactly, but so same content on Instagram on the live that I do there on Mondays. It was delightful being with you, and I hope to see some of you in the masterclass where we'll just dive a little bit deeper, and that's where I pull the questions. So a huge thank you to Shelly. She'll get some magnesium for that question that she asked on the masterclass and got pulled for the weekly live. So a huge thank you to you for showing up and being a part of living the good life naturally. Have a great day.